And this case study, of course, if you notice, all it talks about the major thing, is it money or the social asset? It was the social asset. All our impact assessment in SIAS, for that we are called Socio-Economic Institute for Advanced Studies. Means we are socio-economic, we are focusing on social related things. The majority is social, then less is economic, and then less. Later we of course reflected on education, but all of them they complete each other. Yeah, the community also started to get education, people accessibility for the primary and secondary schools. They started to be more. We eliminated the issue of illiteracy and so on. So this is where we can build proper communities that can stay and thrive, and we can bring models like this that is very popular. This is us. This is me now and my wife, and we are sitting as you see. This is their food, for example. Very simple. It is the this what is it, the green and red one? It's called this one. It's like cold pepper. I don't know what they call it here. But anyway, this one that they put it in the oven, they put some olive oil on it, and they eat it with bread. For example, this is one of their lunch and so on. The most important is the bread and the soup. We are testing with them now the sustainability of this. The children, the youth, they started to cook. So we are checking how much they are now started to produce. This is one of our youth leaders there that is leading the project there. In general, what I wanted to say, the involvement of stakeholders is not enough. Here, we use mostly Rwanda word called involvement. Majority of the countries, even Bahrain. Okay, sorry, engagement. Involvement, you see. So, what we want in inspiration economy, resilience economy, in SIAS here, we want to increase the engagement. The difference between involving community and engaging community is totally different. Involving community means you ask them, you do interview with them, which is in our Brata will talk about it. Okay? For engagement means no. They're going to be involved with the change. As you can see, this 40%, they are the one now leading the change. Okay? So the community is leading the change, not us. We are outsiders. And this is the technique we should build around our project so that we can sustain the impact in real time and we can get the outcome of this impact. And then we can do the monitoring and evaluation. Okay? At the end of the project. How, for example, what is the framework that we wanted to do? Eliminate poverty over time. Are we in the right? After 1 year, we sit down with them, we visited the country, again, we visited this and we seen the people, we met the people who became entrepreneurs, the ladies that became more, leaders in their community and so on. And then, the key performance indicators that is helping the community to be really a case study. And we have a published case study. So if you want this case study, also we can send it to you. Please ask Herwa so that we can send it to you. It's available in the... Many of whatever I said now, it's all case study videos and everything, we can send to you so that you can see. In the end of the day, we are talking about these 4 blocks that raise the capacity versus demand, not the supply versus demand. The 4 blocks of our change, okay? First of all, we understand what is the baseline conditions we observe. Okay, first we observe, we go to the poor people, and then in the case study you'll see their photos also. How we visited the poor and we've seen their areas. Okay? And then we identify the project variables, which is I talked about here. What are the main project variables? Okay, these are the main project variables I was talking about. And then the third thing, we go for visualizing the impact. Okay, what type of impact I want to create? You want to create in your community or through your project. It might be even a personal project, it might be an entrepreneurship project, not necessarily an NGO project, but it has to have impact on the community so that you create your legacy. Okay? And then the last thing is, of course, you have to have a curiosity and monitoring and exploration. You have to bring from this community people who are curious. As I was saying about Ali and other people, we want people who are really we can invest on them because they are curious about change. They're not only working for themselves, okay? And they are not saying what's happening to me. So they are saying what's happening from me. Okay, this is the people that I'm looking for. These are the people that we are willing to invest on them, and even our PhD or master program and so on. Okay, and this is where we can build the capacity versus demand. Okay, not the supply versus demand. Here the change will come because here we'll have more public engagement with the project. More people will be changing. So the more, what is inspiration? Inspiration, is it something you motivate yourself about, or you motivate others, or you inspire others? It's inspiring others. This is the word Motivation means self-motivation. And you always need someone to help you to get motivated. Inspiration, no, I have it here. And I am, or me, or you, or all of us, we are creating many projects because people started to copy us. In inspiration economy is different than capital economy. The more people copy us, the more we are inspiring. In capital-based economy, the more people copy us, they are my competitors. See the difference? So we want people to copy us. Because the more people copy us means we are doing successful story. Okay? And this is your legacy. All of us are going to die from this world. What is our legacy? Is that how many people we have impacted, directly or indirectly. Okay? Not by talking only, by doing. Okay? And this is what we are targeting. Because here later, when we do the screening and scoping, we call it technique for impact assessment, we can see the impact has come to be realistic and very strong. Any question on my part? Because now I'll give it to Rwanda. Any question? I go fast maybe. Okay, so what is, okay, let me see how much you are with me. So we have a brain, we have a mind, mindset. Mindset, which one is the most dangerous one? Mindset. So all of us have brains, all of us have mind, but what differentiates us now? Mindset. Okay. It's more important than our shape, our color, our religions. No, it's more important. Okay? It is the one that is making us going this way, this way, this way, and we make every day, every moment, we take decisions because of this mindset. Okay? Mindset is made from four things. Without seeing the paper. Assumptions. Before that, assumptions. So the assumptions, what means assumptions? It is the paradigm. Yes. You have the word paradigm? Imagine an assumption, to give you assumption. When I was young, I was going to be beaten by a dog. Okay? So what now I think, every dog now when I see it in the road, my heart will start beating. Why? Because I think every dog will beat me. Yes. This is my what? Assumption. Maybe it's not true, right? Most probably it's not true. But because I built this, because in one-time experience, this assumption has built. So what is my attitude? This is my heart pumping. I start to be careful, right? I start to go near my car, okay? To run away and so on, okay? What my behavior, okay? If the dog is coming just near me, maybe they want to hug me. What I do, I hold the stick and I want to beat them. Because I think that they will beat me. This is my, because my assumption and my attitudes are reflecting on that. Okay, now what is my reflection? Is to run away. Okay? So imagine that this is happening to us. I'll give you this example so that you can imagine this happening to us every moment. Your decision to take this, to drink it, to throw your pen, to write a note, it all depends on this mindset. Okay? And this is the one that is going to defeat or make your fate, sorry. What's your fate when you leave this world? What you have left, okay? It's not about family, not about money, it's not about physical assets, okay? It's about this mindset that has, and many people, you know, when we go to the graveyard, we say, oh, this guy had many good ideas, but he never implemented them, or she or he, right? Yeah. Why? Because of this mindset. Okay, so be careful, and thank you very much. So let's give the floor to your brother. You can introduce yourself and...
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed. My name is Kamara Kei. I am a socio-economic researcher.
You raise your voice because here they are not hearing.
Okay, thank you. I will continue on the socio-economic impact assessment. We will see about the principle of socio-economic baseline and data collection on socio-economic, and also we see type of socio-economic impact assessment. So objective for this session is to develop greater awareness related to socio-economic practice, which will help to address Rwanda and its community needs. So we hope that we will create to understand what is the socio-economic practice and also to know about the socio-economic issues. For specific objective, we will exchange about the principle of impact assessment for socio-economic projects, and also we see, as I said, socio-economic baseline data and project techniques, and also we see about types of socio-economic impact assessment. So now with Dr. Mohammed, we have seen about the definition of socio-economic impact assessment, and I will continue. Also, we see deeply about the socio-economic impact assessment. So when we talk about the socio-economic impact assessment, it is a systematic analysis used to identify and evaluate the potential socio-economic and cultural impact of proposed development on the life and the circumstance of people, their family, and their community. So it means with a socio-economic impact assessment, it helps to identify positive or negative impact for any development project. For example, we see if they will construct a water supply system, or if they will construct a road, we have it first to identify which can be a positive or negative impact of your project. Once they identify those impact, if they are negative impact, it helps to know those impacts and to reduce them, to prevent or to eliminate. And if they are positive, you have to see the strategy to maximize the profit of those impacts. We will see the example. Those are also other definition. I try to see different definition on impacted socio-economic impact assessment. As I said, social impact assessment assists the developer and the other party in finding way to reduce, remove, or to prevent, as I said, impact from happening. So, developer, for example, there is when there is any project to be done, it means that there is the owner of the project or responsible for that project. For example, water supply system, it can be WASAC. So, with this impact assessment, it helps, for example, WASAC, to know what can be negative or positive, so that they are, we try to identify mitigation measures on negative and for positive, to maximize positive impact. We are still on the definition. For example, Australian government Department of the Environment and Heritage states that socio-economic impact assessment is useful tool to help understand the potential range of impact of proposed change. Because when there is any project, it means that we expect the change. And the likely response of those impacts on if the change occurs. So, we we are still on the definition. Impacts are potential change caused, direct, indirect, as Dr. Mohammed has explained. It can be direct, indirect. You can see impact direct or in indirect way. They can impact can be in whole, in part. For example, if in a given community you can see the impact in the whole community or in a part of community. It can be better or worse and it's related to project activity, to project to be done. So with social impact assessment, it helps to avoid of adverse impact, to mean negative impact. With social impact, with social economic impact assessment, it helps